Debbie. Debbie's here. Bumblebee, Diane, Riri. Hi, everybody. I was out filling my new coffee mug with tea, actually. It's going to be very hot, so I have to be careful because I just poured boiling water into it. I got a new one. The thermos is okay for going in the car because this won't fit in a cup holder. Am I looking at the camera? Because if I look down here, I'm not looking at the camera, I know, but it's hard to do that. I always have that problem. But I got myself one of these cute little mugs. This is a Yeti. My sister swears by these. I don't believe that they can be as good as like a thermos that has the screw-on lid, because these just have a pop-on lid. It does have a rubber, whatever it is, gasket, but it has this cute little magnetic flip thing to drink out of. And I love the shape and the feel of it. Now, yes, it did come in purple or lavender, but I got this color because I like this color too. So, yeah, this is the 14 ounce. It does come in a 10 ounce, a smaller one. If I get a second one and get a 10 ounce, I'll get it in the purple. I'll show you. But so far, this is keeping the drinks pretty warm for at least maybe 3-4 hours. Now, tea that goes in here boiling hot stays hot longer. I think the reason that the coffee doesn't is because you put it in, then you add cream to it. You add cold cream to it. So I'm thinking, what if I just warmed up the cream? Yeah, it came right away. Of course, Amazon, so fast. Sometimes it's unbelievably fast. It seems like I just ordered it and it's at the door. It's kind of spooky. Yeah, because you can order it and it comes the very same day. But this came the next day. I got it yesterday morning, actually, in time for my second cup of coffee yesterday. And I tried it out on a couple things. I did have tea last night in it, and it kept it boiling hot. So right now, I just filled this, and the tea bag's still in there. It's peppermint tea, and it will get quite strong. It's steeping. It'll be steeping the whole time. It'll be pretty strong peppermint by the end of this. But I love peppermint tea, so. Yes. So today is the What Sold video. It's not near as good as last week. I sold 12 items on eBay, but I've sold 2 on eBay today that's not on here. It counts for next week. But yeah, 12 eBay and 1 little loan sheet on Poshmark. Now that's my fault because I would have sold 3, but 2 of the items, like the week before, I had sold already a while back on eBay and never took them off of the Poshmark inventory, which is bad. Yeah. So sometimes when I'm going through things, I'll notice, like when I'm dropping prices on, I've been dropping prices on Poshmark. And as I'm going through to drop prices, sometimes something will look familiar to me, like maybe I've sold it. So I look it up right away. And I've caught a couple things. So I think there's a lot of things listed on Poshmark that are that might have been sold. So I'm going through everything. I'm not looking for everything, but I'm going through and dropping prices on things that are definitely too high a price for now. And uh, that's usually what I'm selling. So go figure. Yeah, some of the prices that I had on things on Poshmark, I have no idea what I was thinking. But maybe things 2, 3, 4 years ago were were going for that price. I don't know. They sure aren't now. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Besides trying to put together a baffle for under my bird feeders. I got this big baffle. I don't know what it's made of. It's not metal. It's some sort of plastic, but it's heavy. You have to put the thing together with little tiny screws. Yeah, I should wait till Wednesday and let Samantha do this. But I want to put it on that double pole that I got and change my bird feeders. I also went to Tractor Supply to buy bird chicken feed and scratch, and I got more bird seed, and I bought some suet cakes and a little cute suet feeder, which I'd show you, but I already put it out. It holds 2 different suet cakes. I don't know if they found that yet, but they finally found my bird feeders. But the darn chipmunk is trying to empty my feeders every time I fill them up. So I have to get these baffles on there, or I'm going to go broke buying bird seed. So I think I'm going to do a recorded video during the week all about bird feeders, because I've been looking at a lot of them and reading about a lot of them, and I might as well talk about some. So in the winter, I really enjoy the birds. It's when I do put more bird seed out in the feeders in the winter. So really, I wouldn't have to be putting it out so early because they're well able to find food this time of year. But and the chipmunks are like going crazy trying to store stuff. The little red squirrels, I haven't seen them so much raiding my feeders as those darn chipmunks. Now, my cat has brought one to the door. I made her drop it and it ran away. It wasn't, she must have just caught it and was going to bring it in the house. And when she dropped it, it ran really, really fast. So that one escaped, but yeah, she's gotten a couple of them. There's a zillion of them around here. So let me share my screen and I will show you what I sold on eBay first. The 12 items on eBay. I did take some low best offers, but that's what I'm going to have to do, I guess. And Riri, I will work on your box. Hopefully get it to you this week. Poor Riri. She's paid me already for the box. And I'm still fussing around getting it in the boxes, but I will, because Wednesday, I think that Samantha can help me. If I do put it in the big box, at least she can help me get it downstairs. I think my mail girl will pick it up for me. I don't think I have to take it into the post office. I'm going to probably send it. Bumblebee says the lowest rate right now isn't really pirate ship. It's Ground Advantage. So, yeah. So I really will get it out this week. So let me share the screen. Okay. All right, the first thing is this Talbot's suede cloth zip front little jacket. It was a pale blue in a size 20, and it was in really good condition, had shoulder pads, and this sold for $15 best offer that I took. And this went to, now I have my new glasses on. They keep falling down on my nose. They need to be adjusted even more. So I still have to use this. They are going where? Royal, Arkansas. Royal, Arkansas. So let's see. The next thing is this. Come on, let's go. This Under Armour. Oh, we're going to be slow today, are we? Under Armour Heat Gear men's large short sleeve t-shirt. Has the raglan sleeve look, and I've had this a long time. And this sold for $14.99, and this went to someplace in Iowa. Oh. Next thing is this Ann Taylor cotton purple check top in short sleeves. It was almost, I put it as a sweatshirt. It felt like almost terry cloth, heavy terry cloth type fabric. It was kind of strange fabric, but this went to some in Washington State, and this sold for the $10.49. That was a 25% off sale. Yeah, Ann Taylor. This was a, what size? Look at that. I didn't even put the size. I have no clue without going down into the write-up about it. Let's see. It was a medium. Now that should definitely be in the top. Yeah, a medium. It's sold. Next thing is a Talbot's also. I sold a lot of Talbot's. This is the Talbot's Irish linen straight pants, women's 14W, classic fit, fully lined with a flat front. Bumblebee, this might have been in your box. I'm not sure because I was buying a lot of linen also. This went to Powder Springs, Georgia, and it sold for $12.74. That was a sale price. Yeah, 25% off sale. So the next thing is also a Talbot's. Another pair of pants. These are like a khaki brown cotton blend stretch, women's size 16. And they sold for $12.74, also a 25% off sale. These, I think, all sold last Sunday when the sale was still on, because I usually put a sale on and stop it in the middle of the week, and then I extend it to the end of the week. So yes, these went to Missouri, someplace in Missouri. This I've had a while. This is a Banana Republic Dillon shirt. This is a long women's medium, but it's very long, like you'd wear it as an overshirt, I would think. Pink striped, button down front. And this sold for $19.19, which was a 20% off sale. So this might have sold maybe Tuesday at the beginning of the week. And this went to Farmsburg, Vermont, up in Vermont for $19.19. Next thing is, this is my most exciting sale because I've definitely had these a while, and I thought these would sell right away. These are suede parlay suede lace-up equestrian style. I wouldn't say these are equestrian boots, but I put that there. Boho riding boot, women's 5.5. That's probably what kept them from selling for a while. These sold for $31.99 on sale. And I think I did have yes, look at this. These are in black leather, not suede, but here's the same boot with this fancy stock photo. I did sneak that in at the end. And I think that was the picture that was on Poshmark. And here's the boot in suede, and here it is in leather. Yeah, kind of fancy. So those sold to somebody out in Washington State. Okay, another Talbot's. Talbot's was hot this week for me. This is a half button blouse, 2X Swiss dot. I was sort of almost semi-sheer, and I did put that word fairy core on there because I went through and found anything that was sort of lacy or, lightweight type thing and put that on there. This was new with tags, and this sold for a best offer of $16. Next thing is this men's shirt by Eaton. I think this is a British brand of shirt. Button-up dress shirt in this tiny little check in a size 16. And then they put a 41. I'm not sure what that means on the tag. That can't be a sleeve. It must be a European size. I don't know. But anyway, it finally sold. I've had this a while. So this sold for best offer of $15, which I took, and this went to White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Here's something I've had for quite a while. This is a Banana Republic sweater, a men's large silk and cashmere sweater. I put Grandpa Core on there. It's Argyle. It's this blue and tan and cream Argyle. And this sold for $13.59. I thought being cashmere and silk, it would sell higher, but as you can tell by the background, I've had this for a long time. So it got lowered and lowered to that price. And this went to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And this is by J. Crew Factory. It's a little shift dress, size 00. Has little belt ruffle sleeves with ties. It had a zipper back, I can see, and a V-neck. Sort of went right above the knee. And this sold for $12 best offer, which I took. It went to Huron, Ohio. Oh, not too far from here. And the last thing on eBay is this pretty Lucky Brand embroidered boho top. Now, it pained me to take $10 for this, but I finally did. I hadn't had a sale for, I think, the whole day before this. So I took $10 for this, went to Walnut Creek, North Carolina. This is a pretty top. So I hope they like it. And that's what I sold on eBay. Now, the only thing I sold on Poshmark was this Umgee top. This is Umgee USA. It's a peplum tunic tank, beige top, and patterned hem. I've had this quite a while, and I really had forgotten I even had this piece. I don't know where I got it. Probably just picked it up at the thrift store because it was umgy. So it sold for $16, and I made a whopping $12.69, which was the whole uh, the that was all I made on Poshmark all week. Netted $12.69. So let me come back and tell you well, I'll show you what the numbers are on eBay. Okay, now this is just eBay from last Sunday to yesterday. This was total sales, gross sales, $305.59. Net sales, $165.54. Selling costs, $122.09. And average sale price, $25.47. Okay. Now let me get back here. Not sure which button to push for that. No. How about that one? No, not that one. Well, where am I? I'm down there. Here I am. How do I get back here? No. Sure. There I am. Yeah, I thought I pushed that before. Yes, European site. Okay. Oh, ground advantage using pirate ship. Oh, lucky you said that. Okay. Yes, I have. When I went on to register for pirate ship, I had already been on there and registered, so I'm all set. When I finally get them in boxes, I will weigh them and see what's the cheapest rate. Hi, Brylan. I just finished showing what I had. Yeah, so let me show you the numbers here. eBay, I showed you gross 305 something, net 165 something, and average selling price was $25.47. Now Poshmark, I only sold the one thing for $16, so netted $12.69. Average selling price $16. Total net across the board $178.23. That's before I take off my cost of goods. So when you take off $45.50, which was my cost of goods, I made a whopping $132.73 all week. So what is going on with Poshmark? It stopped immediately after they switched how they were, paying off the percentage they were charging for shipping and that for your reselling. So as soon as they took off that 20%, it really didn't change all that much as far as they're getting. It's just a lot more complicated. That when they made that change, I wonder if they're having a glitch. Like usually eBay, if they change anything, there's a glitch for a few weeks. And I'm wondering maybe if that's what's happening. I don't know if anybody else is having this trouble selling. I'm back to listing. So I don't know. Of course, it doesn't come back right away. I may be feeling the results of me going almost a week with not listing. That could be it too. Or it could be that glitch from when they made a change, because that was a big change. So we'll see how next week is. I'm going to continue to drop prices. yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, I can find things that I've sold on eBay just by looking at them, because to go through my inventory again, I can't do that. I'd need Samantha to do the same thing, and she'd think I was crazy. So at least Poshmark doesn't, well, they may give you a ding that you don't know about, but at least they're not throwing me off at Poshmark yet, anyway. But uh, yeah, so hopefully it doesn't keep happening. Uh, yeah. So what is everybody been doing? I think Brylan pretty much puts everything she sells, and I get little uh, clips of them, and I always look at them and see what she's selling. It's very interesting because it's all kinds of things. Yeah. Uh, Getting more because they're getting more because buyers, yes, the buyers have to pay more than they're used to paying. So maybe buyers just aren't, maybe buyers just aren't buying as much on Poshmark for a while. I don't think it'll last. I think they'll go back. But yeah, right after that went on, I don't know. As a buyer, I probably wouldn't notice that. Because if I want something, I go and buy it. A dollar or two usually doesn't, especially in clothes. You really don't know. If you have a bunch of things to compare things to, different sellers, like on Amazon, I look at all the sellers on Amazon and see at the different prices, because like this Yeti cup was from the company, and you could have gotten it also from some private sellers, not used ones, new ones. But yeah, I always look at the price. They were all exactly the same. And then I went to Tractor Supply, who also now carries Yeti, by the way, but they're exactly the same price. It must be one of those companies that you can't discount. There are some of those, unless they're used. If you have a used product that's you own and put it back on, then you can discount, but it's not new then. It adds an average of $10 to $12 on things to the buyer. Wow, that's a lot. I can see why that would kind of slow them down from buying on Poshmark. Well, I guess we're expected to go on and lower all our prices, which I'm doing anyway right now. But yeah, even the prices that you think are fair, I'm not going to lower things to $8. That's a lot. Hmm. I didn't look at it that way. I was just being selfish and looking at it, what it would take, like the extra that I'm making isn't hardly anything. So yeah, Poshmark is the one making the money, of course. That's why they made the change. Oh dear. So I had 1 0 day on eBay on Friday. Even though I sold um, things every day, there was just one day where, and last Sunday, I had a bunch of sales. I thought, oh, this is starting to be a great week. And then it just went in the toilet after that. All right, sometimes it's still 20%. Yeah, seller fee. Yeah, it's 3 different tiers, I guess, depending on the price. Well, let's try my tea and see if I'm going to burn my mouth, because it is hot. I can feel it from the roof here. That is steaming hot. That'll keep for a while. Peppermint tea. The reason I like this mug is my other one has a handle too, but it's how the lid is when you drink it. The opening and everything on this is more like drinking from a mug, even though you're opening a little slot here. I like this little thing, this magnetic. This comes right off. This flips right off, so you can wash it, because when you have coffee and cream in there, it gets in there. But yeah, and it snaps right back on there. But it's a cute little thing. I think I'm going to really like it for at home. And the thermos will be fine for it to take with me in the car. Now, this next week, I have to go to Target to pick up a prescription so I can look around in Target. I should stop in that thrift store that's right in that same area. But I haven't been up to going to back to Goodwill yet. I have not been following my decluttering. I have a schedule, a day-by-day schedule, just to do short little declutters, and I haven't been doing that. So I have to start back doing that, a daily 5-minute. Wouldn't think that would be much, but I don't know why I'm not doing it. It's a different area every day. You just go to the area, you set your timer for 5 minutes, and you pull as much stuff as you want to declutter from that area. And it's surprising how much people are getting when they're doing that. Just 5 minutes. So, yeah, it shouldn't be hard. I put things off and then I get tired and I don't do it. My prime thing this week is to get Riri's boxes made. Yeah. So that's all I have for you today. My daughter's been selling things, not every single day, but off and on, and she hasn't been listing anything. And she only sells on eBay. So I may have some exciting news about her. She did get her new leased car. It was time for her to not trade in, but, well, sort of. Turn in her leased car, and she got a new Kia. She gets Kias, I get Hondas. I've had Hondas as far back as I can remember. My first one was a little tiny one. And Yeah, I've had them for years, way before we moved into this house. So yeah, that's what I always go back to. Well, they're leased cars now. But even when we bought cars, we had a Honda. Not my husband, but me. So I'm going to close for now. Email you the tracking. Oh, I will for sure, Riri. Yeah. So I will see you all on Thursday. Hopefully, I will get a recorded video made in the next couple days to put on. Something fun. And thank you all for joining me today. I'm glad you told me about the ground advantage on pirate ship, or I would have just been going just on the post office. Let's see here. Sometimes still on. Okay. So bye for now. See you Thursday. Look for my video in between. Oh, please like and subscribe and share. Can't forget this. And see you in the next one.